Hey everyone, this is Patricia at Tarot Crystal Love, and today I am reviewing Deviant MoonTarot. I love this one. I use it for my shadow work. I love it, love it, love it. And it's just amazing. So I'll tell you what crystals I use when I'm working with this deck. I use two different crystals, and they are darker crystals. One is just a moonstone. It's a black moonstone heart that I use. It's quite beautiful. You can see all the different colors and beautiful. I just love this crystal that I work with. And the second one that I work with is a strophalite. A strophalite is just like, ooh, it's good for rebirth and shadow work. And it's, I don't know if you can see there's like some gold flecks in there and blue flecks. This is a fire strophalite, I think it is. So you can see like the blue flecks, maybe, I don't know, hard to see. So I use these two crystals while I'm working with this, and usually one, I have a really big Star of David quartz crystal that I put in between the two of them. So this is the crystals I use, and I just lay the heart crystal on the deck itself and let it kind of use its magic. So yeah, these are good for earthing. These are earthing crystals. So they're good to earth with, especially when you're doing shadow work. You know, you can get a little bit, it can be frightening sometimes, especially when you're finding out different stuff about yourself. I've worked with this deck a little bit, not as much as I'd like to, but again, I've been going through a lot of healing processes lately, so I sometimes shy away from the shadow work. I'm just like, I've had enough. I'm full. I'm digesting everything that I've already learned, and so I definitely take a lot of time in between this deck to digest everything that it gives me, because it can be quite, you know, it's a fun deck, but it's also like a deep, it like rips open the wounds sometimes. So I find that. The box itself it's not bad. It's pretty good quality. I've definitely had crappier ones. This one's pretty sturdy, I would say. This doesn't have the cards in it, but yeah, I think it's pretty sturdy. I think it will last for a while. I got the Borderless edition, which I just love. It's so good. And it comes with a little white book. I didn't get the bigger book, which I'm really kind of sad. I wish I had got that package instead, because the artwork is so amazing and it would have led to more insights and deeper insights. I might still just grab the book at some point. So we're looking at about 2 to 3 cards per page, which is pretty good. You get quite a few, quite a lot of information out of that. It's got the upright meanings and the reverse meanings. And it's the same with the major arcana as well, about 2 to 3 cards per page. Okay, so we'll get into the cards. I love this deck. I want to connect with it more. It does have a white, even though it has a black background, so I love this. They're reversible, and it's all about the moons, which I love. Like I'm all about full moons and new moons. I do all kinds of ceremonies on them, and you know, I always do my intentions, so it's almost like some people do their resolutions on New Year's. I do mine every new moon and full moon just to see if I'm kind of on track with what I'm up to. So I love that. I don't love this, that it's white, so I'm going to edge these as well. Maybe I'll do that today. I kind of feel like I have a little bit of energy to actually edge, so I hate doing it. I find it really boring and tedious, but maybe I'll put on some nice music and edge this deck because it needs it, and I think it would look really mint if it was black. So the cards itself, it follows the Rider-Waite-Smith, but they did switch around the strength for justice and justice for strength. So I don't know why they did that. I don't notice any difference in the readings, so I think that it's fine. So here we have the Fool. Oh, this deck is really playful and fun as much as it is shadow work. It is really cool. The Magician, he's got his finger in there. It's pretty cool. It looks like he's got his finger in a chalice of blood. The High Priestess. The Empress. I like that. I like this dragon looking thing that's kind of coming out of her, or maybe that is her. Yeah, I think it is her. That's cool. Just like she's birthing something. The Emperor. So fun. I also like that they use the black and white backgrounds, like the tiles here, it kind of reminds me of a game of chess. Hierophant. The Lovers. Chariot. It's a pretty cool one. I like that because it looks like, I like this, his horns, but they're not really horns. They also look like they could be, you know, like a steam engine, like the stuff that comes out of steam. I don't know if I'm making sense. Justice, which is 8, so that's been switched. That usually is strength. The Hermit, which is usually my favorite card, but this isn't my favorite card in this deck. It's okay, but it's just like, but again, I think it's just probably because it hits me on certain shadow levels that I'm just not willing to look at right now. So it could be that. The Wheel of Fortune. Strength. Again, usually one of my favorite cards. Not so much this time. The Hanged Man. I adore this card. I think it's great. It's well done. It looks like he's having, I don't know, he's just being playful about it, which I like. And Death. They didn't even put it's the only one out of the major arcana that they didn't put, like here they have a bottom thing that tells you what it is. They didn't do that for Death, so they didn't bother doing that, which is interesting because I think maybe they think this deck is so much shadow work that they were just like, you know what, let's just take that off the, let's just take that border off. Temperance. That's a cool one. The Devil I love. He looks like he's dancing. He looks kind of like, yeah, he's menacing, but he's also looks like he's just kind of like, ouch, 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 this is hot. It looks like he's having some pain too. So maybe the Devil is doing some shadow work as well. The Tower. Again, like even in the Happy Tarot, I find that the Tower is more startling than this Tower. This Tower just doesn't really, it's fine. Like I see what they're doing, but it kind of looks like, you know, aliens are kind of defeating it or something, or like breaking the building apart. It's a little different than what I expected. The Star, I love this card. It's a really nice one. The Moon. I always love the Moon, and I really appreciate this Moon. This Moon is exactly what the Moon does to me. It's basically made me its bitch, and I'm its marionette, and I love this card. It is perfect. It's perfection. So I'm glad that one out of the 3 major arcana cards that I always look for were actually, you know, just like, mwah, this card is perfect. And the Sun, too. I love the Sun. Looks like they've been in the sun for a little bit too long. They're a little crispy, but I love it. Judgment. It's an interesting card. It looks like they're loving it and hating it all at the same time. And the World. This one is beautiful. I really like this. It's gorgeous. All right, we're going to go through the Pentacles. I love this. Ace of Pentacles. Love the dragons. It's just like, my precious. It's so good. The Two of Pentacles. I think Pentacles and the Wands are my 2 favorite suits in this deck. The Wands especially, definitely hands down my favorite suit. But the Pentacles are really great. I love this. It's really action card. 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Go through them a little quicker so I can maybe not have a 28-minute video. 5 of Pentacles. I love the eyeball in the wall that's like inspecting him. Eyeballs really speak to me. It's something I've seen in some of my ayahuasca journeys and DMT journeys, and so it's kind of like God's always watching you or something. It's really indicative of that, and I just love it. And not in a bad way, just like, you know, you've always got somebody there. So 6, it's a great one as well. 7. 8, this one's beautiful. Looks like gears and a clock. They're just churning out the pentacles there. It's beautiful. 10. Oh, 9, sorry. I guess I can't count. 8, 9. This is 9. And this is 10. Page of Pentacles. I like the wrench. Knight of Pentacles. Let me go back to, they put like a little bit of a border on there to let you know what they are, which is cool. I think of this still as more an advanced deck. Queen of Pentacles. I don't think that I would like to have learned on this deck. It's still a little bit, you know, like they don't have any of the names. I don't know. I think it's a little bit more of an advanced deck, and I wouldn't have wanted to learn on it. So I would say more intermediate, advanced kind of deck. King of Pentacles. Once you get the RWS system, though, I think that you've got this pretty much down pat. Okay, Ace of Cups. Look how beautiful that is. So gorgeous. I love the no borders. It just really brings you into the card itself. Too. This one's my favorite out of the cups. This is just like, I love how he's got like a hold on her and she doesn't even know it. Or maybe she does and she still kind of like doesn't mind. I don't know. I just love this card. 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. I love that. It's just so meh. Just meh. I love it. I can see the boredom, the frivolity of everything. 5. Reminds me of my grandmother scolding me. Wah, 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 wah. Or Charlie Brown moment, you know? And you're just plugging your ears like, la 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 la, I can't hear you. 5. This is 6. It's a pretty great card too. 7. 8. No, don't look at me. 9. Look at this wish card. It's gorgeous. I love this wish card. Oh, it's so beautiful. I've been seeing these pictures, and I don't know, I don't really keep up to date with what movies are going on, but I've been seeing these pictures of like Will Smith as a genie, and it almost reminds me of this every time I see it. Just like, oh, I don't know what movie that's for. And 10 of Cups. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. Ooh, this is my favorite one. The Ace of Wands. Not my favorite one, I mean my favorite suit. I just love this suit. Look at it, he looks like a little, like a corn husk or something. It's so cute. 2. It's very insect-like, and I really like that. I think it's very cool. 3. Oh, it's so good. The moon shining down on them. It's so good. Love this one too. I love this little house. I would live in that house. It's very Beetlejuice-esque, this deck. And I like that. 5. 6 of Wands. That one's so cool. I love the look of that guy. His face and the butterfly, and it's like a yin-yang with like 1st and 7th chakra. Like the 1st chakra is red, the 7th chakra is white. It's just interesting to me. 7 of Wands. 8. So cool. 9. Look how neat that is. I like that they incorporated into like the stairway. Like you almost don't even see that it's wands. You're just looking at a picture, which I really love. 10. It's very cool. Page of Wands. This is my favorite Knight of Wands. It's so funny. Knight of Wands. Look at that. It's so cute and weird and awesome. Queen of Wands. Oops. Queen of Wands. My battery is low, so it just told me that, so that's why you saw my finger probably go like that. King of Wands. Ace of Swords. That's really cool. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. Four of Swords. And as you can see, it's got a matte finish, so it's not as glossy as some of the other ones that I've reviewed, which is nice because it doesn't pick up the glare off the screen. Five of Swords. And if you know how to get rid of that glare off the screen on the glossier photos, I would love to know, because it's a pain in my butt. Six of Swords. This one is awesome. Seven of Swords. You're doing it to yourself. Eight of Swords. So dramatic. It's like Rapunzel, but like really highly dramatic Rapunzels. Nine of Swords. I love this one. This little guy is biting her in the middle of the night. That's how I felt like my dreams were last night. It was pretty crazy. Ten of Swords. That one's amazing. It's like a magic trick in a box or something, you know? Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. And King of Swords. So yeah, I didn't talk about the cardstock is really good. I like it. It's got a good amount of play to it, but it doesn't feel flimsy at all. It's not as good as the 330 GSM, but it's not far from it. I like the quality of these cards, and I think that they'll last a long time. I'm looking forward to edging them, and yeah, maybe I'll include a picture once I do. I think that they're going to look amazing once they're done. So maybe that's what I'll do right now. So thanks for letting me learn with you and to see this deck and play with it and just kind of like get more of a feel for it, and especially for the shadow work that I'm doing. And hopefully, you know, if you're using this for shadow work, let me know how it goes, and, you know, make a comment, subscribe please. I don't have many subscribers. I just started this channel, so I'd appreciate subscribing. And yeah, thanks so much. See you.